Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Demon Gate Sundered Sands. This is Ghost, your GM, joined by our three regulars, Rogue as Aragorn, also the creator of this fine system. We have Aki as Azrigg and Demi as Soth. I believe this is our third episode, if my math is right, going forward. Third episode, probably of many. May have some seasonal breaks, we'll see. If you enjoy our content here at Blades and Blasters, feel free to like the video, hit the bell for subscription of when we're releasing our next videos. We release system videos, the occasional chat, character generation, and of course these playthroughs. Alright, we're going to go ahead and get right into it. I'm going to go ahead and share a handout and read the words. Everybody see it?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Alright. The darkness in the dunes. Fortune favors those who are bold, as they say in Koth. In Bazoon Denal, this is most certainly the case. When we last saw our former slaves, they admitted to the majestic city of Doomdo. They were given the opportunity to start again, or seek whatever fortunes they wished. The Wendigo Soth of Batagi, with deep secrets and frightening magic, showed a heart of gold when fanatics tortured a young woman for her dark heritage. He brought her to the others in the Bright Blade, a local inn owned by Olwyn the Sailor. After accommodations were paid for, the trio and the young woman by the name of Mariga discussed a growing movement in the city that has been targeting those with the demon blood. As the group discussed what to do, Azrigg found an insatiable desire to procure a most dreaded thing, gainful employment. His dogged pursuit led him to the great mosque of Doomdo to speak with Falal Ahmed, a religious figure and government official. Citizenship was obtained on a provisional basis and even property for a modest sum. But even more, concerns were raised by the Falal with the dissenters responsible for harming Vatagi in the city. In an unofficial capacity, Azrigg may have found more than he bargained for. Little of this matters to the roguish Aragorn de Leos, who found himself quite incapable after one too many cups of wine. Foggy vision and unclear head, bright light wakes him from his slumber the following morn. So I will bring everybody to the tavern, where I would assume that a lot of you recovered after. For some of you it was festivities, for others it was more trying to better understand and adapt to the environment. In Azrigg and Soth's case, we would start with Aragorn, and I don't know if you were all in the same room, if you purchased separate rooms. I recall that a pretty penny was spent, so it's up to you guys, but Aragorn, you would awaken and feel rather groggy.
Yeah, I believe I had purchased 2 rooms for the week, or I think that was what it was. Was that what it was?
About right.
Yeah.
Sounds right. Yeah.
And I think they needed more of the silver I was carrying for some other purpose.
Oh yeah. So borrowed some to give Azrigg.
You are definitely lighter than you recall being.
Yeah.
In terms of your coin purse.
And are we down? We're down in the main room right now of the tavern.
This would be, yeah, you guys can be, or you can be in the room either way, but this would be the following morning after last night as it passed, rather uneventfully for everyone other than what we saw in Azrigg's side of things.
Okay. So I'll go ahead and start it out if that's cool.
Sure.
Aragorn sits up really quickly, like he just heard something, and then starts to realize kind of where he is at the moment. One eye is still closed, His long hair is stuck to the side of his face. Still messy. His clothes disheveled. He immediately grabs his purse and empties the 3 silver coins out into his hand. Oh, I remember I had more of these last night. I must have spent them on some of the women. Maybe a little bit of brandy. And he looks around. Is anybody else in there?
Depends
Yeah.
who you'd want to
Yeah,
sleep with.
I would have kept to a corner, sort of huddled in, not in a fetal position, but hugging my knees, not sleeping on the bed.
Yeah, in that case, Azrigg's probably in the other room, still sleeping. Well, actually, no, he'd be up this early in the morning.
And Aragon looks over to the window and doesn't realize if he's sleeping or if he's in some strange meditative state. Have you been there all night?
And you'll get no response.
Oh, I must be still sleeping. And he gets himself up and grabs his blade. Tries to straighten himself up a little bit and stumbles towards the door to head on downstairs.
All right, so you head downstairs. It looks a bit light in as far as patronage. There aren't many people in. A couple people who appear to have been passed out from the previous night in a more common area. Alwyn is cleaning cups and nods to you as you come down. He appears as though he didn't get much sleep himself. Big bags under his eyes. A very light amount of table staff, just bare minimum, and they don't seem to be doing all that much. Just light cleaning, reorganizing things.
And Aragorn will go find a comfortable spot, kind of try to be by himself a little bit, and if he can, he'll order some food and drink or some breakfast food that he can hopefully keep down.
Yeah, Alwyn would see you take a seat, and you hear a loud kind of clicking of wood against wood as you see Alwyn making his way over to you. As he comes around the bar, you do see he does have a peg leg installed on his right foot, and begins to move his way rather ably for a man who has that kind of issue. Oh, good morning, lad. You have a good sleep?
I can't remember. Do you know if I went upstairs with a woman?
You did. It's that girl with the pointed ears. You and your other 2 friends. If that's the kind of thing you're into, I make no bones about it.
Oh, that's right. Could you get me a cup of milk, perhaps, and some bread?
Oh, of course. And he waves over to one of the girls. And Lindley, get a bit of bread and a cup of milk for him. And put aside a cup of milk for Ragnar as well. And she nods, gets up, and runs to the back.
Aragorn nods to him and thanks and smiles. And starts to scan the room for any signs of trouble or anything interesting that might have walked in or be sitting there already.
Well, there's the notice board that is ever present up in the side. Otherwise, not a great deal more. Pretty much just what you see is what you get. It's very not lively here. You imagine this place probably picks up business in the evenings. So it is rather glum inside here, but Alwyn and his staff are all that you see for now.
I don't think we looked at the notice board last night, did we?
You did not.
He'll head over and check it out. Yeah.
Okay. Are you looking for anything in particular as you head over? Any kinds of particular notices, jobs, or just whatever catches your eye?
None of like the local like labor jobs or anything, but something high paying, yeah, and dangerous perhaps.
Mm. Okay. Well, let's make it interesting. Roll a D6. We'll make it interesting.
Actually, Azrigg was looking for an armor job, wasn't he? Something like that.
He was. I don't think he's talked to you guys about any of that yet.
Although he did. Oh, yeah, well, not Aragorn, actually, but he did. Oh, no, yeah, it was Aragorn that he brought along when he was looking for work as a weaponsmith.
Hmm. So, dangerous, high-paying jobs. So you're looking through. There doesn't seem to be a whole lot off the bat, but then you start to come across some things that are scrolled down that haven't been touched for a little bit. There is a bounty contract for a group of bandits that have been known to work out of the southeast, the southeastern area, a fair bit away from Doomdo, about 3 days travel. And what it appears to be from a few merchants put it together based on the writing, and then the signatures they sign off as having titles and things like that. So they appear to be fairly well-to-do. The basic description you get for it is there is that group of bandits. They waylaid several caravans. No one will go out. The guards been petitioned. No one will go out to it because it appears they're stretched thin based on what all this writing is. Very lengthy note. And the reward is 25 gold coins.
Ooh. Okay. Is there any specific merchant guild name that I would could go talk to or receive payment from if we are interested in it?
It looks like one of the directions is to the harbor master, and he is found in the upper class district in Delwar's Inn.
All right. And he'll make a mental note of that and sigh and go back over to the table to sit down and wait for his food and drink.
All right, and they do arrive rather quickly, sit down in front of you.
Yeah, I feel like if nothing else, by this point, Azrigg could probably be heading downstairs, having heard action from the room next door, presumably either Soth or Aragorn. He starts heading down the stairs, not all that lightly. He doesn't seem groggy, he seems very alert, but just doesn't have that much tact at the moment. Yeah.
After Aragorn left, I would have head over to Azrigg's room and maybe knock on the door.
Yeah, I imagine there's like some cracks in the door. You could probably see him in there doing his kata, actually, practicing his maneuvers and stuff before he was getting ready to pack up. But he kind of looks over and tromps over to the door and opens it up. Yes? What is it?
Good morning, Azrigg. Our human friend seems to be doing a lot better, but there is something that concerns.
Yes, what is it?
I was attempting to be very creepy by sitting in the corner of the room, and he just walked by me like it was nothing. I do not think he is all there.
Azrigg kind of seems to ponder it, tapping his claw against his chin. I do not know. Perhaps he is still groggy, yes?
I do not know. He slept a long time and he snores, so I can confirm his sleep.
Yes. Perhaps he is lightheaded, yes? Too
Yes, well,
drunk.
maybe. If there is danger in the future, I'm not sure if we can trust him to identify it.
Azrigg kind of nods along. We will be careful then. Yes. We should go check on him, yes?
Yes, maybe. Maybe he's already in trouble and doesn't know it.
Perhaps, yes. Or he's...
Okay, let us go.
He nods and kind of heads over and starts pulling on his gear. He was pretty much stark naked at that point. And before he heads over and catches up with Soth, probably near the stairs.
Alright, so you both head down, and not hard to see, as described to Arrogance, very dead. There's very few people, and he stands out being on one of the tables.
Aragorn will lift up his mug and like nod to them, very groggy looking, but starting to get his wits back together again. He takes a sip of the milk and a big chunk of bread.
Azrigg kind of sees him, kind of eating. Aragorn, yes. Morning, yes. He kind of stomps on over and sits down next to Aragorn. Are you all right? Yes.
Yes, I'm fine. There was too much to drink last night, my friend.
You noticed the disgusting one, yes, Soth? Yes. By your room, walked past, yes?
Yeah, yes, he was sleeping in a corner or something. I don't know. I don't know about that one, though. He's right there with you, too, right?
Yeah, he's just walking up behind him.
Yeah, I don't know about that one. I expected him to be sleeping on the ceiling or something. I didn't know that I was going to be staying the night in the same room with him. Ah, so there you are.
Oh, good morning.
Did you watch over me last night while I slept?
What? No. Why would I do that?
Oh, I just saw you meditating or something in the corner.
What do you mean? I slept with Azrigg.
And then he kind of looks around confused for a minute.
Yeah, Azrigg also looks around confused.
You were not in the room when I woke up. You were in the corner, right?
No?
Hmm?
Azrigg, was I not with you this morning?
No,
Come
you said
on.
you wanted to be creepy, yes?
Erican looks between them
Yeah,
both.
Azrigg has the most confused look you've probably seen on him now.
We were supposed to test it and see if he is confident in what he saw. But,
Yeah.
I guess the truth, it was free or whatever.
Testing me. I see.
We were worried about you. You drink a lot, stumble around a lot, so I just wanted to get vitals.
Oh, I'm fine. Where is that girl? The bald one.
She says she could take care of herself, so she went on her own way.
Yes. Poor sad thing.
That's a shame. She might need more protection.
Maybe, yes. Or we investigate, yes?
Yes.
Foul ones, yes.
And Aragorn scratches his chin for a minute and looks kind of deeply in thought. And she Did she have a job of some sort?
Yes, whore.
Why are you so interested in her?
Well, I seem to have spent all of my money last night.
Ah,
I looked at the signs on the wall there, and there is not much to choose from, but we could go bounty hunting, if you like.
that would not be bad, yes. But I have spoken, yes, with the Ahmed, I think it was. Priest, I think. Something similar. He does not want us to speak with the Vatagi, those, the rich ones, yes. He wants us to investigate. And no killing, though.
Investigate the Vatagi.
Yes, the ones who hurt them.
Well, how much does that pay?
Azrigg shrugs. Promised great reward. Worth more than my house.
Your house? What do you mean your house?
Yes, I bought a house. Yesterday.
You bought the house?
He nods.
How did you buy a house?
I purchased it.
With
The
what?
one Savior sent us to see, yes? I am a citizen, yes.
Well, how long was I out?
You were only out there 7.5 hours, but
Yes, we should actually go see the house. It is, well, poor, I suppose. In the slums. But it has a forge, yes? Very good. I can make weapons.
so you bought the house in a forge.
Yes.
Where is it that you got this money from?
He tilts his head. From before, yes?
What do you mean from before? Before we met?
The Savior one, yes?
I do not follow.
Yes.
From the slaves? The slavers?
Yes, the... I've forgotten its name. The one who helped us, yes? Brought us here, to Dumdo,
He paid you.
I think. I cannot remember.
Hey,
He kind of motions
Arrogant, did you get paid?
I don't think I got paid.
I didn't get paid.
He motions towards the almost not really indented, but the very discolored portion of his head towards the back. My memory is still strange, yes?
Oh, it's convenient you forget you get paid. When we did not.
I do not know. Perhaps you did not kill enough, yes? Perhaps it was for Snake.
And Aragorn will look over towards south. Kind of a question on his face. But he'll shrug it off and be like, oh, well, then let's go see this house then, I guess.
Yes, why are we staying here if you have a house? Are we not invited?
I suppose. But you live there, you pay, yes?
Well, apparently you got paid what we were supposed to, so I guess we paid in for advanced.
Well, the human, yes? The Ahmed one. I must pay monthly, yes? And they must know. I am not allowed to host others without, well, rules.
Oh, I see. Well, maybe I will stay at the room here at the inn for at least until the time is paid up.
Yes, you paid for a week, yes? 2? No?
Yes, I believe a week. 2 rooms.
You say you pay a monthly fee? So you do not own this land. You are renting.
Okay.
Temporary housing.
I suppose. I do not know.
Okay, you signed an agreement and you are a citizen, but you do not know why or how, or for how long?
Own house, yes, but pay for upkeep, I suppose. It is unclear. I did not ask.
Did you sign something? Is this written somewhere? Is it a scam?
No.
Are you sure? Because I have a home I wish to sell you, just right around the corner.
Yes, it was very discounted. Run down, yes?
Alright, well then we should look at this place, yes?
Yes, indeed. First thing, yes? After food.
Yeah. Oh man, I guess you're paying then. You got paid.
Perhaps it is... He seems to be pondering and clacking his claw against his chin again. Perhaps it is because it is a forge and all. Merchant home. For selling.
We will see in time.
Yes. He kind of looks deep in thought. Kind of still tapping and then kind of looks up and over to the barkeep. Food, yes? Meat?
Oh, I like that shark we had yesterday.
We had shark, right?
You did.
It was a bit gamey though, wasn't it?
It wasn't the best shark you ever
It
had.
was so good.
Alwyn nods and probably the first time she's going to take shark for breakfast, but yeah, we'll make it work. He nods back.
Meat is good, yes. He kind of turns back to the others.
Arrogant's eating his bread and kind of sideways look at Azrigg and stuff, but he's not going to say anything, of course. But he's thinking about this money. Where did he get this money from?
The meat comes out after a short time. It is shark. The occasional bit of it's a couple different kinds of surf, really. Shark.
It's food. Meat is good. Azrigg happily digs in, regardless of any kind of quality. Yes. So, we go to house, yes?
Yes, as after we eat we go to the house.
Scarfing down his portion. Yes, eat faster, good. He pretty much just chows down.
Alright. Any other conversation at breakfast?
I whisper to Arrogant sometimes like,
We did not get paid, right? I did not see him get...
I don't think so. I'm thinking on this. I don't remember. Perhaps he could have paid him. Maybe like he thinks he is the leader or something, and he pays him.
He's the leader. Obviously, I am the leader.
I mean, obviously, right? I mean, it's not me. I'm not the leader.
Yeah. No. Well, anyways, let's check this house.
Alright, so... breakfast passes uneventfully for the most part, other than the ponderances of where this money came from. After a bit of a short walk, you are able to eventually come to a very poor district. Again, the city changes rather roughly as you go forward. You are asking for directions, people pointing you out. What the hell? And you do eventually come. What's that?
Could you ping us over?
I'll be bringing you over. I haven't brought you out of the thing yet. In very deep, dark alleyways, actually built into the earth, more like a basement dwelling than anything else, under a larger one. you locate your home, and it is in a rather sorry state. Yeah, see? I'll ping you, hold on. Can everybody see?
Hey, there we go.
You first enter the home, and a terrible smell fills your nostrils. A mix of iron, soot, and that mildew basement smell that is so probably familiar for some. But just a very raunch and rather disgusting smell hits you. The walls are in disrepair, and there are broken pieces of furniture and pottery shards all around. It is also very dimly lit, most of the light coming from cracks in the walls. Those with dark sight can see rather clearly. Those without it may have a bit of trouble.
Oh yeah, Azrigg has infer when he needs it.
So you do enter the home, and you may explore it a bit if you wish.
Yeah,
So you
Azrigg
get
kind
something there.
of takes a few steps in, sniffing at the air. Dirty, yes. Needs work.
Is this it? I thought we were just walking by.
He heads in. Ah, yes, yes. He kind of rushes over when he sees the actual forge works.
Aragorn's walking through, and since we've gotten to this district, he's probably had his hand closer to his rapier hilt, and watching the alleyways and stuff of this area. And he's the same way in this house, obviously like wary while he's walking around inside here. This needs quite a bit of work, I guess.
I suppose. As he kind of looks over the actual forge works, what kind of condition is everything there in, forge-wise?
It does not look great. A lot of it is in... You think it's mostly functional. There will need to be a lot of work done for anything to be reliably done here. You feel like trying to work with this material, again, you could do it, but... it may not be safe, first of all, and it would require considerably more effort for you to, properly create things with the tools. Again, there are even tools laid out here, but they are long rusted. A lot of this is kind of burnt out. There's some things broken with where you pump the air, things like that. But I mean, as far as everything being in place, if you're able to do some kind of tune-ups with it, then you may be able to. It may take some time and sweat equity, but you may be able to make it happen.
Yes. This will work, yes? He kind of turns after kind of looking everything over, heads back to the others. Yes, it will work. Needs work, yes, but will be good.
Where?
He kind of takes a look at the other room and everything. Yes. For now, it is rough. We will hone it, like a blade. Well,
Aragorn kind of just notices the kiln and stuff. And a place for you to make your weapons.
yes. Some holes needs patching, but the rest of it, though, he kind of heads back over. It is operable, yes. Besides, yes, for the coin it is worth it.
How much coin?
He kind of scritches his chin again. I think it was 10 silver, yes?
Why are you asking me?
He shrugs. Something along that. I was very happy to get a forge. I've not had one. He kind of seems to be thinking very hard. This time, not really tapping his chin, but he's kind of holding his whole head in one hand. Since... I cannot remember. But it is useful, yes? Feels like home.
I am sorry to hear that.
Yes. Well, it has a well, too.
Does it have water in there?
Azrigg heads over to check. Does it?
Fuck it. Roll me a D100.
Cool.
It's the purity of your water?
This is if water exists at all in that well.
Alright. You said what, D100, yeah?
Yeah, you just do a slash roll D100. I don't know if it's going to show up on that.
46.
It is dry as the desert.
Nothing for now. We will have to fill it, yes?
Place for...
Wait, why is the well indoors?
Azrigg shrugs. I do not know how humans make buildings. Where I come from, the water is everywhere. You do not need a well. He kind of
Wonder where
steps
this
back
come.
and looks at it again. Also, it would probably dry out, yes?
Well, it is indoors, so...
This could be dangerous. It could be a straight shot to the sewers there. Thieves come up from the sewers.
He kind of heads back over to look again, peering down it with infravision. Can he see a bottom, or...?
You do. It appears quite far down. You're barely able to make it out, but you do see at the very bottom what appears to be some kind of solid ground. It looks kind of like it's like... You're not sure if it's tile or what exactly it looks like, but it does appear to be solid ground at the bottom of the well. It is a very decent drop, though.
Is that something he'd be able to get down reasonably with climbing claws?
You can try. It's not going to be good if you fall.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Yeah,
It is when I say this is a long drop. You can roll like a perception if you want to get a more precise figure, but it is very far.
Yeah, might as well. Roll that. It's a 4.
Yeah, you're not sure. You just know that it is very far down. That if this is definitely enough of a drop where if you make one misstep, it will kill you.
He kind of looks to Aragorn. It seems deep, yes, but solid.
Yes. Well.
Yes, we will have to fill it.
Maybe it's one of those ground wells, the water we have to dig for.
Perhaps. We'll have to get rope. To be careful.
Yes, rope. I don't think I have any rope, but...
He heads back around. Neither do I. Have to make some coin, yes? And he kind of heads in to look. Are there any kind of leftover materials or anything that he'd be able to use? Or is it pretty barren aside from the actual tools themselves?
Roll me a perception or looting if you have the looting skill.
I do not have looting.
Perception it is.
Perception it is.
Cowabunga. Just shy. No, you don't. It seems like anything of value other than the forge itself has been cleared of this place.
He looks over everything.
Furniture's all kinds of busted. This forge is in disrepair. There's no water in the well. You may not, but the other two of you can definitely understand why this place was as cheap as Azrigg bought it for, because there's not a great deal of upside. But from your perspective, there's upside, but there's a lot of work that needs to be done to it. A lot of work.
Yeah. Have we seen like a lot of ratkin in this city so far? Just in the streets?
I got
Not-
friends.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
Couple,
Toth has some friends. Not that you've not seen a few. I mean, I would say that the next most represented kind of race that you see besides humans are the Batagi. Otherwise, everybody else kind of falls in the same kind of general categories. Maybe after that you see maybe a fair bit of ratkin, actually. Maybe more than the other kind of quote-unquote beast races. But most of this, you get a sense just without rolling anything or looking anything, trying to ask somebody who's in the city, that the majority populations are human and Batagi.
Because that's pretty much immediately where Aragorn goes, I think, in his mind, is thinking about the ratkin coming up in the night out of that little sewer hole.
You have seen a fair bit of ratkin in this area.
After looking around a little bit more and making sure there's no squatters inside here.
No squatters, but
Azrigg is
you
gonna see what
do
everything's
see
doing.
bones here.
Oh, bones.
Yeah.
Yeah, Azrigg
Go
will
investigate
check
the
that out
bones.
after he sees Aragorn heading over.
What is this? Bones here.
Interesting. Does it look any specific race, or?
It is a small skeleton. It appears humanoid, but you're not really sure of race.
I'm very familiar with bones. Would I be able to identify them?
You can certainly try.
I'll check.
What do we do? Just look at corpses. Probably perception or observation, I guess.
Yeah.
I'll give you an additional dice rank. So whatever your usual is, just put it to the next level because you eat people.
Does that count as just putting one modifier, or?
No. So what it'll be? Let me take a look, and I'll kind of give you an idea. So you just go on the next dice level up. So whatever your perception usually is, what is your usual perception roll? D8 plus D6.
So 2d8.
So you roll D10 plus D8. So you're just advancing a dice step, basically. And you can use the big table for that if you want.
Whoops.
That's fine. 7. Yeah, it's fine. Because it's 7. You're not you have some ideas. You're narrowed it down because I don't know. I don't have a clue. It's more like this is either a Tarkinsus or a human child. You really can't narrow it down much more than that. The skull is rather beat up and shattered. So you're not, that would normally kind of give you one way or the other because the ratkin would have different teeth. But you're not certain because of that. There's enough similarity where you can't tell the difference in this case. It's either a ratkin or a child or a human child.
It is probably a kid.
Okay, looks everything over. Is the room in here stone floored or dirt floored?
It is stone floored. This is rather accurate in terms of the floor. It appears that someone was attempting to do some wood flooring here and then either quit or something else happened. This decayed. Maybe the whole thing was wood floor. You're not certain. But this is stone.
What are these bones laying in front of here? What is this display here?
It's a bit of wrecked furniture. It's not like a veneer. It's kind of that whole setup with like the mirror and the dresser kind of deal. But it's wrecked. There's no drawers in it. These armor suits are decorational. They're super rusted and torn up. But it is in front of that, and the top of the dresser does appear to be completely cleared. There are two stones that rest on either side, kind of symmetrical with one another. And it appears there have been some lit candles that were laid across the front end of the desk. Or not the desk, the veneer.
Holy crap, this is a shrine.
Azrigg kind of looks it over. He shrugs. I do not know.
Sorry. Go ahead.
No, that was pretty much it.
Did Soth? It kind of went out for me. Did Soth say that it was a human?
I think it may be a child.
Is there any way I can try to figure it out if it's a human at least?
You can try. Regular perception rating for you because you don't eat corpses.
I've eaten children.
Oh, you've killed. Oh, you are 100% certain that this was a human child.
Hey, got it.
All right. So Aragorn kneels down and looks at the bones very closely and stuff, becoming really interested in it now, thinking that this is some sort of shrine. This might have been like some sacrifice or something. And as he's investigating, you can see like the horror on his face, and it's deeply disturbing him now that he looks over to Soth and Azrigg, kind of shock on his face. This was a child.
That is what I said.
We will have to bury it, yes? That would be good.
An unmarked grave is not exactly...
How old does this look? Does this look recent?
The bones?
Yeah.
You're uncertain because we're going off the perception rolls from before. Aragorn, you think this is... I mean, the bones are stripped clean, but they're not rotting. They're not, they're not like falling apart. They're not turning to dust. The skeleton still appears strong, like as if this was maybe in use a few weeks ago.
Damn. He's actually so disturbed that he puts the bones down, and you can see he has to like walk out, maybe to compose himself or something.
Azrigg kind of washes his head out and kind of looks over the bones. Well, and he actually starts gathering them all up, kind of scooping them into his arms, and carries them on over into the forge room and kind of sets them on the remains of a table, pretty much.
This is recent. Maybe we should ask about the missing children, or I do not know.
Perhaps.
I guess it is your problem if there is a dead body or bones in your new house.
They must have known, yes?
Maybe? Maybe you should bring this up to the person you purchased it from, eh?
Yes, good idea. Although, they did say the previous one died, yes? The owner. Or was taken.
I do not think a child owned the house.
No. But perhaps this is why, yes? Who knows? He kind of looks over the bones. I will not let them go to waste, then. He kind of sets them very neatly on the table and kind of gets them over to one side, making sure it doesn't look like it's going to fall entirely apart or anything before he heads back over to Soth. Well, we will need coin, yes? This will need repairs. All of it. But, he kind of points over to the forge, it is vaguely operable, yes? But with some coin, we can fix it. We need work.
And how do you suppose we will get the money?
Well, he kind of goes to say weak human again before he kind of pauses. Aragorn, yes. He mentioned the bounties. Or the help for the Ahmed, yes?
I suppose he did. Are you a bounty hunter?
Azrigg shrugs. I do not remember. Kind of taps the spot on his head again. It's still a bit discolored. But, if not, then I suppose I can be, yes? I do know that I am Mudai, but not what I did with my talents, yes?
Well, no. Bounty hunting, I hear, can be a tricky business. Sometimes the prey is very dangerous or slippery, and you can lose a lot of friends that way.
Yeah, his lips kind of peel back a bit to reveal his dagger grin again. Yes, it sounds quite good.
I am saying you should not
Why?
underestimate the severity of the work.
Yes, caution should be tempered, yes?
Yes.
Well, I will be careful then. For now, though, kind of heads back over. We should check on Aragorn, yes. And see about this coin he mentions.
Maybe don't lead with that. Maybe ask him if he's okay. Give him a pat on the back. I don't know.
Azrigg kind of heads over to see how Aragorn's doing.
Yeah, you can see he's kind of leaning in the doorway and just kind of looking out into the city. And, kind of composes himself as you guys come around the corner, and he says, I said a prayer for the child soul. I hope the gods are kind to it at least. For this world certainly was not.
Yes, I suppose.
Who did you buy this house from, you said?
Yes, one of the, What was the guy's full name and position again?
You didn't get the full name, but he was, he referred to himself by title as a Falal, and his name was Ahmed.
Yes, the, Falal, yes, Ahmed. Could I go ahead and roll to see if I know what Falal means, based on the interactions I've had?
Sure.
Int, I presume?
Intelligence, if you have, I guess, history would be one, but if you don't, then it's intelligence.
Unless it's reading right.
No.
Alright. Let's see. It's a 4.
You know it's some kind of position religiously, but he also was handling city business, so you're not sure.
He nods. Yes, Falal Ahmed, yes. Works for the city. Some kind of priest-like thing.
And he's deep in thought for a minute, and why would there be a sacrificed child? I mean, it seems like a shrine, does it not?
I do not know.
No, it looks like a dinner.
And then he kind of is taken back by Sel's comment for a minute and
Yes.
nods. Perhaps it was.
There is no meat left. Someone stripped it clean.
Or rat food, yes? I imagine this city must have plenty of vermin.
You do see a rat scuttle across the side here as you say so.
Perhaps it was injured, crawled inside, yes?
And was eaten by rats.
Would make sense. He kind of gestures towards south. Unless there are more corpse eaters here.
Look, okay, maybe. I don't know.
And Aragon is like, nods. This is a very poor city. Many are starving, I'm sure. I wouldn't be surprised if people turned to eating one another.
Perhaps. They must be very weak.
The skull was fractured, though. It must have been killed.
Are we trying to solve this like a mystery, or where are we going?
Yes, we need coin.
Yes, unless we want to eat each other.
Oh, you're right. I just
Do not
cannot
worry.
get this.
I will not let the bones go to waste.
Yes, anyways, we will bury them.
And Aragon is like kind of shocked at the comment at first, thinking he means something else, and is like, yes,
Yes, well,
of course.
I thought about burying, yes, but he kind of gestures out towards the city. Do you think there's a good place here? I do not.
It is an unmarked grave. We just go out and put some stake in the ground, and that you call it a day.
Azrigg shakes his head. No, there's no respect in this.
We do not know its name. We do not know its gender.
Yes, but we know it was a living thing, yes? Give it something better. Kind of motions back towards the room with the forge, almost. I will use the bones. For steel, yes? For metal.
Gee.
You're suggesting in your culture, perhaps, you use your dead as to make more equipment and weapons.
Perhaps not just mine, but others, yes? I've heard of this. He kind of scratches his chin, I believe. Yes, but bones are good for metal, yes? For iron. He does have daggers and stuff.
Yeah, I thought we had nothing but bone weapons.
Yeah, we do have bone weapons. Although he means-
Aragorn has a real sword, but I do believe that at least one of you is carrying a weapon made of bone.
Yeah, Azrigg did grab out
We should
a
go
bone
find some.
knife and an obsidian knife.
I wish to do it honorably, though, not
Yes.
like I used to, anyway.
If you are concerned about the child, we can ask around, see if anyone has gone missing recently.
I suppose.
But that is a secondary objective.
Yes.
We need food and money.
You mentioned bandits, yes? There's also the unofficial business, yes, with the Falal. Also, do not tell anyone about that.
Oh no!
Oh shit.
He's back.
Yeah. But,
I think all you missed was him asking you about the bandits. You there, Rogue?
Hello? Hello?
Oh no.
Oh no.
Put a...
Hey!
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Okay, cool. Last thing I said was, he trying to change the subject, and we should go find some money.
Yeah. He was, Azrigg was mentioning either the bounty he mentioned or the unofficial work from the Falal, which he said not to tell anyone about.
Yeah.
We could also gamble.
I am not sure I wish to do this.
We do not put all the money down, but we can take a portion and maybe double.
wasteful thing, yes?
Oh, and this isn't wasteful. Look at this place.
Do you have a home?
I could find one, if this is what you call a home.
He shrugs. Then do it. For now we need coin. And gambling with next to nothing doesn't make us much.
Azrigg nods and, this work for the man you spoke of, is it dangerous?
He shrugs. I am unsure. Though, if these people are causing problems for the Vatagi, yes, then they must be capable. It does not seem... The human seemed concerned, but is unable to act, I think. I do not know. It does not make sense.
Yeah, he seems to finally, understand. It clicks in his head, and Azrigg nods, kind of looking excited. Ah, the ones who beat the girl.
Yes.
Yesterday.
She wanted us to speak to others, but I brought it up with the Falal, Ahmed, yes. He says they are dangerous people, troublesome, and, well, their work is very, very bad for us to be doing.
Well, dangerous, yet promising, and it's in the city. The sign I saw in the tavern, that says 3 days. 3 days away in the desert. Not exciting for me, but 25 gold pieces. Dangerous work, but well paid.
Yes, I would be able to pay for my house, and armor, and
This
tools.
Falala guy, he says the contacts are dangerous, but do we trust him? He sold you this house with a corpse in it.
Yes. I also
What has he
bought
done
a
to
house
earn
that he remarkably let me know was in terrible condition.
All I'm saying is maybe we investigate these people and judge them for ourselves. What are they?
I do not remember their names. It is not important, though. I have sworn to this man that I will not service them in this way. Also, he already knows that they offered something that the Vatagi girl sent us, yes? If we
You
were
just tell his men everything we do?
He nods. Yes, I let him know.
I need a break. Go take a seat.
Does it fall apart?
Dude, I'm like 80 pounds.
You're in a shit house. Roll D100.
Oh, I'm 140. That's fair.
God, I'm just hoping so much that it's a 1.
So I'll give you a dex check, but you feel as you sit down with your weight, maybe it slips your mind that this house isn't in the greatest shape. As you go to sit down, you feel this thing begin to collapse under you as you're putting your ass in the seat. You're trying to get out of the way before you fall in on it. Give me a dex check. Not hard, not gonna be tough, but don't roll a 1.
That's perfect.
Hey.
Okay, you're good. So you feel this thing and your reflexes kick in. You've been living a hard life for a long time, and you're ready. You react quickly when things like this happen. The dreaded chair or bench falling in on itself, and you see this loud crack, and it just all snaps down, but you're able to avoid falling into very bent up and turned nails and wood chips that resulted from the splintering.
Azrigg kind of looks over, seeing Soth kind of jump up just in time. My bench is broken. I'll need one of those too.
Better the bench than the walls to collapse. We should get out of here. Excuse me, sorry.
Well,
Azrigg just to the side and kind of laughs. He says, yes, I will be staying at the inn, the tavern.
Do you mind if I stay with you?
No, of course. You could have the other room.
yes,
Oh,
you have
thank
2
you.
rooms.
It was nice visiting your place, Azrigg.
He kind of grins that
Oh,
grin again.
God!
Yes. It is broken now, but I will fix it.
You owe him money for the bench.
Ah, yes, yes. He kind of looks back in and kind of peers around towards the bench. Perhaps a bit.
It is firewood.
Ethel shrugs. Fair enough.
Alright. So what is the plan now as far as where you're going next?
Yeah,
I don't
Azrigg.
think we really decided there.
Yeah, Azrigg's bid is that we go for looking into the Vitagi stuff without going to these two guys.
Okay.
I
So
would like to go to Vitagi. Because I
Okay,
don't
so
want to
you-
do bounties. And I don't trust this.
So you're gonna go to them, so and then what are Azrigg wants to do it without them, so
Yeah,
you're
Azrigg would mention.
are
that
you
he,
asking around or
Yeah, Azrigg would mention that he mentioned the fact that he doesn't know if you two will go work there or not to the guy, but that he wouldn't. So as far as Azrigg is concerned, he's like promised this guy he won't do it, so he's not going to go talk to these guys or work for them.
okay. And Aragorn, are you going with Soth or Azrigg? Are you doing your own thing? That's so sweet, you.
It is also very illegal work.
All right. Well, so what are you doing? You're going to try to get employed by them?
At least check him out. This dude's saying we can't trust him. We never met him.
Yeah. But were these the ones that were beating?
No. I'm going to the people who employ the woman that I saved.
Oh.
So just so it's to clarify, it's not because you would know this, so I'm not trying to jump it over. But so the guys you're going to see are not her employers. They are notable Vitagi in the city. So they were former soldiers from what you would have understood previously, and they are upper middle class or almost upper class type citizens in the city. Her employer is Job Mag, who is an ogre, as far as you're aware.
I totally forgot that. My bad.
No, you're good. I just want to make sure that you knew, because you knew you'd figured it out before, but I just wanted to refresh you for it. So that's where you would be going, and their names are Kane and Corix are the Vitagi.
And in character, Aragorn wouldn't know what the hell's going on, actually. I don't think, because he passed out. It was pretty drunk, I mean, when he was talking to the girl and after he had healed her a little bit.
No, I'd give it to you up until after she left the room because you were drinking.
Okay.
But I would say you were aware at that time, so I would give it to you up until like when she got up to maybe around the time she got up to leave. You were trashed, but I would say you have a general idea in character. Maybe not. Maybe some of it starts to be a bit of a haze after she was talking about the order.
And then Azrigg, what are you going to do?
He wants to, realistically, he wants to actually look into the Vitagi, just in general. These guys, perhaps try and find someone, find out from them. But his idea is literally just find the guys who are hurting the Vitagi and bring them to the guard.
Okay.
That's his plan in its entirety.
But
Unless
that's
we
what
want
we're
to do
getting
bounty work.
I'm cool with... Well, I guess we'll just roleplay this out. So we're walking right now through the city, leaving your house. And Aragorn's trying to figure out where he's going to go, which one of you he's going to go with, I think. And he's going to question you. Well, actually, he makes a statement to you about it, Azrigg. Well, that is where the money is, right? We are going to get paid well for spying on these people, right?
Yes, yes. The Falal, he said he would reward me very, very well. Far more than my house was worth.
So, you being Vitagi could probably infiltrate them pretty well.
Infiltrate or be employed by? Really? I don't know. I will see.
I see, yes, yes. Or you could be bait. Very good bait.
I prefer not to think of myself as bait, but okay.
Perhaps I should go with you when you talk to them. I'm not bad at talking to people. And I have a quick blade if you need any help.
Just don't drink, okay?
No, of course not.
You lose like all of your usefulness. Your tongue slips and your hands falter.
Yes. The drink is really not good for you.
He looks back and forth to them and... Okay, I won't drink.
I am very serious about this. You worry me.
I promise.
Did we sell the weapon?
Oh, we didn't.
You did not.
We still got the spear, which is worth
You are
money.
carrying around a spear, conveniently.
Yeah, I forgot, because I think Soth was carrying it, wasn't
Yeah, I was gonna hand it to him, and then he just knocked out.
he? Oh, yeah.
So you still have the spear then?
Yes. Okay, so here's my idea. Azrigg, you will do whatever it is you do. I will, temporarily at least, take our friend here to sell this, and then I will head to Kane and Correx. Sorry.
Very good, yes. Yes.
Aragorn nods.
He kind of looks to the ground for a moment, tapping his chin again. Do be careful, yes? These Vitagi, yes? The Falal did not seem eager to see them supported, I suppose. He made it clear he very much does not want anyone working for them.
One question. Did you give him our names? Or description, or anything,
He
really?
kind of looks up, pondering. I do not think so. I might have mentioned that one was a human, I think, and maybe a corpse eater, but I'm not sure.
That's very... Okay.
It is vague, yes?
Well, for the human, yes. Me, not so much.
I do not remember how I mentioned you, if I did.
You need to get that checked out. You don't remember many things, but
Yes,
that's besides the point.
it is troublesome. Perhaps I should see a healer.
Yeah, I would recommend it, yes. Also, your lessons are slipping. You have not been able to summon anything.
Yes, but thaumaturgy, yes? It is getting better.
Oh, yeah.
Well. Fine. Be careful around these. He kind of looks Soth up and down. Around your kinfolk, I suppose.
All right. So we'll do. We're gonna do a quick bio because I have the bladder of a 6-year-old man, and then we'll come back. So a couple minutes, and then when we're all back, we'll do it again.
Now.
We're back. All right. Recap for that pause. It looks like Azrigg is going around applying for information in city streets, I believe, and then Soth and Aragorn will be selling a piece of equipment that was generously left behind by someone who encountered Soth, and then moving on to speak with two of the prominent Vitagi in the city, more prominent, I should say. So we'll do Soth and Aragorn first. Quickest thing for the spear, you're going to roll me a barter to see how much you're able to get for it, because the spears it is well made, as potentially very expensive and very good to sell and make lots of money. But there are weapon masters in the city, well, armor, blacksmiths, weapon makers, things like that, and they can create pretty decent equipment. So roll me either a barter if you have it or a charisma check, and that will determine what you're getting based on the value.
And is this me? You guys want me to barter?
Oh yeah, dude.
Yes, please. Unless
You're
you
the
want me to
face.
use
Come
my
on.
4 charisma.
Okay. Oh, crap. I don't think I got the skill.
Charisma it is.
Yeah. I've got dancing, though. I can dance.
So you wish to buy this spear? Dun, 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 dun.
Here we go. Oh, I do have a social pool if I need it. Here we go.
Okay.
And if he beats me, I'll burn a frenzy and throw a d6 in there for my social pool.
Okay. Let's see. Well, go ahead.
Big money.
Negotiating here. Hey.
That will just do it. So describe this legendary battle of words and values between you and this street side general wares merchant that is very interested in procuring and selling this spear.
All right. At first, Arrogant comes up and, plays it off as just a well-made spear. And the guy's easily not... you want me to tell you his part as well?
No, we can quickly roleplay it out. So you approach this man, very stereotypical type merchant, fat, bearded, looks fairly well kept despite that, smells of colognes and things like that. It smells very, very pomp kind of appearance. And he looks you up and down and scowls a bit. And is there something that you wish to see of mine?
I do wish to look at some of your wares, but I am more interested in selling you this spear of ours that we came across recently. It is a prized item. But we are not skilled in the ways of the spear, and I would rather pass it on to someone who, of course, could use it and give it the love it deserves.
So are you donating this, or do you expect me to pay you for it?
Of course, payment would be fine.
He looks it over. It is a finely made spear. I do not know how you came across it. I will give you a good deal for it. 10 gold.
10 gold is a fine price, but not to the likes of this spear. This spear was used by Gogar the Grey in the gladiatorial tournaments of Antiquitous. He's killed maybe 7, 8 men with this spear. Can you not go up in price, please? I have 3 children I must feed.
He rubs his beard. I have heard of Gogar. The man died last year in a very great tourney. You said this was his?
Yes.
You break my back. How you came across this, I will never know. He must have thrown it in the stands after cutting someone to pieces. 20 gold pieces.
20 gold. I suppose so. I suppose that'll do just fine. Thank you very much, my friend. My children will eat well for a week.
More than a week if you spend your money right. Ah, and he grabs the spear and tosses you a bag. If you count it, it's all there. I broke my back for this, and he puts it in a. He beckons someone over to go put it in a case. And please take your money. If you're going to buy something, give me back some of that fine coin, and please stay. But otherwise, it hurts me to look at you. Take your manservant and leave.
And he smiles back over at the others and says, "Do we still need the item? We don't need it anymore, do we? No, I suppose not. Let's go. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much."
Yes. And he just kind of waves you off and rubs his head.
And as we're walking away, he'll smile to the others and nod. That is how you do it, my friends.
That other one was overacting, I think.
Azrigg kind of watches over Erica as he says, "That's how you do it and all." I did not know the gladiator, you said.
Yeah, I didn't either. I think I said a different name, and he said some other name, and I was like, "Oh yeah, that guy."
Azrigg, do you... never mind.
Yes?
No, don't worry. We have better things to do than...
Wait, something troubles me, though. If we go inside this place with the Vitagi, and we need you immediately, I need some way to warn you so that you can come to my rescue.
He kind of squishes his chin, looking Aragorn up and down. Yes, you are soft.
I thought you said you were there to protect me.
Well, I am, of course, my blade, but I can only hold off to maybe 8.
Oh yes, I will handle the other, 2, I guess.
And then for the other army that comes in, Azrigg will be there.
Well, I suppose, but it is... And he kind of looks up, not really able to see much around in the... Well, I guess we're in a better part of the city by now, selling that, yeah? So he kind of looks around. They would be in the nicer part of the city, yes? I intend to head back where the... Where exactly did you find the female? Yes, so the scarred one.
It is by the market. It is by here.
Good. I will look here then. I will find more of these foul ones.
Wait, that's a lie. I didn't mean to say that. Because I left the market. I remember I went to the slums.
I was gonna say, I think it was the slums.
You were in the slums, yeah.
Yeah. It was not too far north. Not a very good area.
That is fine. I will search. Perhaps they are doing it again, yes?
I hope not.
Well, if they are...
I think maybe they will not be doing that so openly for the next day or so.
We will see. Well, if you do need me, perhaps run and scream, yes?
Yes, I suppose so. Or we could purchase a whistle.
What do you mean a whistle?
They make a very loud noise.
This is a city, is it not?
I guess I could call the guards if I blew that whistle.
Yes, and how would they even hear you? He's not going to be around the corner.
Yeah, this is...
I suppose it is better than nothing. It may be
Is
useful
it?
in the future.
Oh.
Well, never mind that. But here, in case we die. And he pulls out the coins and separates. He gives Azrigg 6 gold coins, and he gives Soth 6 gold coins as well.
Azrigg kind of looks at the coins and he reaches forward and only takes 2 of them. This is yours. I do not need that much. 1 will pay for my citizenship. Yes, I think that's what the fee was.
Oh, yes.
The other
Very
one,
generous.
For tools, materials, maybe.
Don't think I did not notice what you did there. No, don't worry about this, Azrigg. You can take your money and leave. Me and I will have a conversation.
Very well. I will go search now. Good luck with the other 2.
Yes, good luck to you as well, friend.
Try not to die. Or drink too
Dying
much,
would be
he says,
bad.
looking at Aragorn.
And Aragorn smiles and nods. Mulder will protect you.
Yes. Zathama guide you. And he kind of taps Aragorn's head with his big clawed hand, and then kind of goes to do the same for Soth, but then goes for the shoulder instead. And then heads off.
Okay.
So Aragorn's gonna turn to Soth and give him 8 coins.
Total?
8 gold coins total. So
So where is the rest? You got 20 for that. I was there. I saw it. You gave Azrigg 2, so there's 18, yes.
And then they get 8, and then... Oh, yes, and then I get 10, yes.
I'm sorry, who is the one who got that spear in the first place?
But I had to make the deal, you know?
Oh, you had to make the deal. How are you gonna make the deal with no spear?
He would have given me 10 gold, and we would be splitting on, 3 gold apiece, maybe? Huh? Okay. And he stares at him for a while, and he gets uncomfortable, and he's like, okay, here. You take the rest. There we go. Now we're even.
Okay, I suppose.
We're going to do well together.
Yes. Hopefully, well, we'll see.
Make lots of money.
I'm kind of worried about the Azrigg, really. Also, I know he didn't mean it when mentioning the bone weapons in front of you like that, but do not take that to heart.
I understand. These people are strange, that is all.
It will take time, but we can get along, I am sure.
Yes.
Let us go. The gain incorrect.
And, Aragorn will nod to him and kind of follow closely behind.
Alright, so we'll do you guys first. So you're aware of kind of where they would be located at. Moraga gave you a pretty decent description of where they would be in the upper district. I'll move you guys over. Give Azrigg sight. Okay. You see it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Alright, so you enter one of the more well-to-do districts, less vagrants wandering around, fewer beggars or guards. There's a small gathering set around a few towering figures out in the square area here. You see a pair of what you recognize as some breed of Vitagi speaking to a mix of regular citizens, Vitagi, a few ratkin. You're a bit far away to see the conversation, but they seem to be speaking about something rather passionately, receiving applause from the crowd at certain points, just with anything like that. So what actions will you take from here? They're not too far away. You're catching bits and pieces. It does appear to be rather charged about a new group, this menace.
Yeah. Do you have a hood? Or anything to cover your head?
Would I have a...
I don't know, would you?
I would say, I mean, it's not going to confer you anything. I would say if you want a hood, you got a hood.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll definitely have one. I'm just thinking maybe if we were just slaves and we have crap clothes and haven't been able to buy anything yet.
You'd have been able to get back what they captured you on.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so I definitely have a cloak and a hood.
Yeah, put your hood on then. Stay close beside me. Try not to cause too much attention. And for now, until we get the better feel.
All right, of course.
I want to approach the public speakers.
And you hear people seem to be starting to disperse, and you hear after you hear this final charge line, "We will not take this lying down. We will find those responsible, and they will pay for this indignity." And people clap and cheer, nods, and the crowd starts to disperse. They appear to be gathering up a few things. As you approach, this one, rather tall, sees you and... It's been some time since I've seen a Wendigo in these parts. Is there something I can help you with?
Yes, I did not quite catch your speech except for that last part. Are we talking about the people on the streets with the chains and the spears?
And he frowns and nods, and unfortunately, yes, those who have been hunting and doing whatever they wish to those like us. And he motions to Corix and you. And Corix also nods. Yes, there have been many such things happening. You're correct. This cannot be overlooked. Why do you come here? You wish to help us?
That's the thing, yes. I am new around here, but on my entry, I ran into... Her name was Maragia?
Mariga.
Mariga. A woman named Mariga. She was being attacked. I managed to save her, and she brought you two up, if you are who I believe you are.
Mariga. I do not wholly approve of her trade, as I believe that her employer takes advantage of her appearance for it, but she is a good woman. She did not deserve what happened to her. I hear many things, none of them good about these. Yes, you are correct. He extends a hand, and is very kind of long fingernails and very pale skin. I'm Kane. And this is Corix.
And I am Soth. Nice to meet you.
Well, and this one, he looks over at the hooded figure. Is he a bodyguard? A friend of yours?
He is an associate. His name, he can introduce himself if he'd like.
Oh, nice to meet you. Bows.
And you as well. Your name? Did you cut out so when you gave your name? I didn't hear it.
Oh yeah. He said, "Nice to meet you. I am Azrigg." And he bows.
Good to meet you as well. Yes, we may speak of such things. She is correct. We would be the ones you wish to speak with, as we appear to be the only ones taking any action against this injustice. The guards, they say they do what they can, but they can make no prosecutions or arrests without identities. And the crowd mob mentality and fear of reprisal keeps more pathetic people from coming forward to see what they've seen. Yes, let us go elsewhere for this. Any motions for you to follow.
They seem nice.
What are these? These witch hunters or something? They're just persecuting all the Vitagi in the city here.
Yeah, I suppose they will tell us. Let's follow them for now.
And Aragorn walks, staying close to Soth, and definitely watching their backs, making sure anybody's following them.
So it's just casually walking. Feels at home, surrounded by all his Italian.
And so they kind of take you to a side alley, not like a dark sea, but definitely out of the way. Not many people on it. And he looks around. This will be appropriate. Yes, we have been trying to figure out the source of these kidnappers for quite some time. Retribution is important, you see. Those who do what they do to our kin cannot be forgiven for such a thing. If the law were to take more appropriate steps, I would not feel the need to get involved, but we are equals at times when it is convenient, it seems. It was not this way before. The Pasha took a more active hand in things, but lately he seems concerned, letting his grip slip on the city. We will pick up the slack where we can. Looks about. Have you killed before, Soth?
I have, though I can't say that it's something I actively try to do, unless it is for feeding.
I am familiar with the desire. Leans back. I am a Wendigo, but I am a blood hunter, as they say. When we were fighting in the wars, Korix and I, we were frontline soldiers, shock troopers for Pasha Jadar and his subjugations of the area surrounding Doomdo. Some looked upon it unfavorably, thinking they just wanted to get us killed, but they knew we wanted to join battle first. We have made a great living from our war spoils. A good, decent living, which is threatened now by these vagrants, these fools, the Dunic Order, as they call themselves.
Eunuch?
Dunic, D-U-N-I-C.
How long have they been around?
It's hard to say. They were not very active. I think they've been around for a few months, but their activities have begun to become more disturbing over the last few weeks. Many people do not pay it mind, not even us. There are always some who take offense with us. As you can imagine, even in a city such as this, as accepting as it has been towards our people, there are always going to be those who are ignorant or dissenters, or perhaps rightfully concerned, depending on our prior tendencies. I can't fault them for being afraid of one who drinks blood, or one who eats corpses. He nods towards you. But civilization It is a useful thing, a good thing for people like us. It allows us to live unhindered. And we can still indulge plenty enough here in the city, within legal right, of course.
I have to ask, since you mentioned it. You asked about whether or not I would be okay to kill, and you have been going on and on about retribution. Or one-in-one tie.
I have heard whispers of who leads the Dunic Order in the city. I perhaps know of where they can be found. Perhaps a meeting is going to happen this very night. I'm no longer interested in seeing arrests, or people do time, or even public hangings. I want blood. Korix wants blood. Our brothers and sisters who have shed blood, who have been wounded by these fools, desire death. I want you to bring me the head of the one who leads them. And I am asking you no small thing. I will bear all responsibility for it. I will ask you for the head of a Falal.
That is a lot to ask of someone you've just met.
It is. And if that were to go out anywhere, I would deny that I've ever known you.
No, I see. Well,
Aragorn kind of his footing a little bit. The mention Falal's head, and what would you pay for something like this?
I know I ask you no small thing, a great degree of risk. And this, while you may handle the engagement of your own decision, I would prefer you wiped out any of the Dunic Order that are not just hangers-on. The true Dunic Order, those who wear the crests, those who preach their vile vitriol. I want them dead. I want all their heads if you can bring them. For the Falal's head, I will give you 25 gold pieces. For the rest, each head of a Dunic Order, I want their crests as well. I will give you another 4 gold pieces for each head you bring me. And each crest as well.
I don't mean to be that guy, but carrying around a severed head throughout town would be very noticeable.
I do not say it would be easy. And he smiles at you.
What about something smaller? Fingers or ears or teeth? I don't know. The crest, is it always on their head? Is it always tatted, a marking on them? Can I just skin that, scalp it?
I am afraid not. I understand I ask you to do something difficult and dangerous. That is why the money is what it is. And I will bear all burden. Again, I will not name anyone. I will take this upon myself. But I require heads.
And where would we make the transfer? Deliver the goods.
You are familiar with the one who I would ask to acquire such things? And he kind of smiles knowingly at you.
Wait, what?
He stated that you're familiar with the person who would be collecting those from you.
Yeah, he's giving me like a knowing nod, like I know. Should I know?
You can roll an intelligence check if you want.
Shit.
You're not sure. I guess you could ask him.
Yes, of course. But maybe you wish to describe it for my friend here.
And he just kind of chuckles. And Corix butts in. Maraiga, she can bring it to us. Jamek did not quite like one of his girls being beaten that way. We approached him not long after.
Oh, okay. Well, that takes care of a lot of the details. You said there was a meeting? When? And who?
The meeting will be tonight. This is after sunfall. The lower districts, there is a marketplace that is seldom used. It's run down, usually squatted upon, but has been cleared out recently. One of the poor Vatagi in the city is my eyes. He recognized the crests, one of the men who was clearing them out. We confirmed it later. There's an increase of their activity around there. I cannot give you a certainty, but I am almost assured there will be a meeting there tonight. And the who? One Falal Hassan. Older man, bald, gray beard. He plays the part of a loving patriarch, an old, long-serving Falal who has done so much for the city, one that even the two of us fell for so long. But he has always despised us, I have come to find out. He did not like our appointment as representatives to the Pasha for our people, and he did not even wish for us to serve in the wars. Our people. We are given too much freedom, I find, with whisperings at court. I'll not stand for this anymore.
And who is it that he will be meeting?
The others of the Dunic Order. Other street preachers, let's call them. Those who peddle the word. Perhaps their warrior arm as well. A few of them in the city. The Order is gaining steam. It isn't quite so large true membership, more that there are clingers on, those that pick up on ideals, a mob mentality.
So they will be having a congregation.
That would appear to be the case.
And this marking, you know for a fact that Falal Hassan has it.
I can see of no other reason why he would be attending. I have it on good authority that he will be there. Sources of mine have told me he has been seen meeting with them in dark alleys and corners. He tries to hide himself, but he is too easy to recognize for one with a trained eye.
Okay. Well then. I will not promise we can get you everything you request, but know that even if we do not deliver, I will not be speaking of this to anyone. I don't even know your names. And I'll give him a wink.
Good man. And he looks about and... Well, we have several other appointments we must keep today. Rallying the cause, of course.
Yes, of course. Well, I have nothing else. Argon, do you?
No, not at all, not at all.
And King looks around, nods. Very well. Good luck to you, Soth. I do hope you take me up on the offer that we did not speak about. He smiles and turns on his heel and leaves, Corix nodding to you and following close behind.
Was it possible for me to check out, like, for any symbols of gods or anything that they might have, they wearing or anything like that?
Perception.
I'll give that too.
Good old try. Go ahead.
Yeah. They're wearing clothes.
Soth, let me take a peeky. Let's see.
I am a believer of Kalak.
Huh?
Yeah. You gotta pick a god at the beginning, right? I picked Kalak.
Colic.
Oh,
that's very
Colic, okay.
I thought you
Much
said,
better.
I heard the eunuch order as well. And then I
Eunuch
just-
order,
Yeah.
and I'm a believer
So,
of cock, right back to
Great
back.
follower
Yeah.
of cock.
Yeah, so looking at it, so nothing for Korik, but on Kane, you would have recognized a symbol actually for Ra, which you would know vaguely as the human god of war, actually.
Okay. I mean, I don't know that he's looking for that too, so I'll keep that to myself for now.
Yeah,
That was
but
on Kane? Or
That was on Kane. You saw there was a necklace that he was wearing, kind of around the collar of his. So he was in very regal attire, around the collar of his shirt hanging down over his chest. You saw there was a necklace. It was a sword over an eye, which you would have recognized in passing as the god of war Ra.
Yeah, Aragorn was just being kind of prejudiced, actually, looking for some devil symbols or something. Devil worshippers.
No, they look demonic, but no symbols.
Yeah, I'll wait a few until I feel like they're out of earshot. Maybe leave the alley they led us to.
Yeah, they don't take very long to hurry away.
I mean, like, I want to leave that alley too. You know?
Oh yeah, go for it. Yeah, so you can leave it.
Holy shit, that was kind of scary.
Yes. Assassins. I don't know about that. Coming to this new city and just killing people.
Yeah, not just people, the men in charge, apparently.
Yes.
Don't get me wrong, I don't feel like I trust that Falal Hassan guy either, based on the deal that he gave our friend, but I don't know if that is a proper play. Now, how much was that bounty again?
25 gold.
Oh, so we get the same amount, but they won't be the leader of a city.
Well, 25 gold for a whole group of bandits.
Oh, this is a... Let's go find Azrigg, see what they...
Yes, I
Okay,
agree. I believe I share the sentiments there. The Falal wanted us to spy on them. I think we have done a good deal of spying, if we choose to honor the Falal's agreement.
Maybe not talk about this here.
Yeah, and he's talking in whispers, of course, as they're walking clear of the alley. But he nods in agreement and he says, "Yes, let's speak with Azrigg."
Yes. Also, maybe it wasn't a good idea to give him my real name, or yours.
Well, it's too late for that now, I suppose.
I'm sorry, I wasn't expecting to get offered an assassination contract right after meeting the guy.
Well,
Alright. So you guys proceed to look for Azrigg. Azrigg, you are...
Looking for racists in a slum.
trolling around the poor district. Alright. So, bring you guys over there. So you are going around the poor district, South and Erica, not quite here. You are moving around the poor district. So are you asking around? Are you just looking for people?
He's gonna, kind of before he starts really asking anybody, he's gonna kind of do the rounds a bit, right? Kind of walk up and down, see if there's... He heard the whole description of what happened before from Soth and all that, so he's kind of just keeping an eye out for anything like that. kind of running the pace of the area before he starts actually. If he sees any Vitagi that look, similarly marked or injured like the other one was, then he'll...
Go ahead and roll a perception check.
Cool.
Observation if you have it.
I don't think I do. Does he? No, I'm pretty sure he doesn't. He doesn't.
So you're walking around, you bump into a couple things. We'll do the first one first. You do find a Vitagi. He's in decent clothes, actually, which kind of surprises you for this area. He has 2 horns on his head and hoofed feet. He's leaned up against the wall, and he has a terrible looking leg. It's completely wrapped up. It's bent at a very awkward angle, and you do see he is kind of panhandling, more or less. He's reaching out coins and begging.
Yeah, he looks like he's pretty in pain.
Yeah, he's just kind of laying there. Looks a bit. He's in, again, decent clothes, but looks very disheveled.
Yeah. Azrigg kind of heads over and kind of squats down, kind of like with his token image almost, next to the guy. You are injured, yes?
Yes. Injured, hungry, need money for medicine and healing.
Yes.
Shakes a bowl at you.
Yeah, Azrigg pulls out the gold coin he got earlier and drops it in there. There, yes. That should help.
Oh, bless you. Oh, Colette, bless you. And he actually, he reaches over and actually starts trying to kiss your lizard fingers. He is breaking down into tears, actually,
Azrigg
upon receiving that gold.
Isn't quite sure how to react, but kind of just pats him on the shoulder and lets him do as he feels. Yes, this. And we heard from her before about the name of the order, right?
I don't know that you heard direct.
Okay,
I don't think we did.
Name.
Yeah, I don't know that you heard the actual name. I think she might have described the symbol.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. So yeah, Azrigg kind of looks him over. Was this the terrible ones? Yes, the with the symbol, and he kind of describes the symbol and everything.
And he leans back and he nods. It's terrible. I was just walking home. It feels like a lifetime ago. First day of work, and making pottery, and I was tripped down the stairs by them. 6 men beat me relentlessly. One of them took a hammer to my leg. I heard the bones snap. Like cheap pottery. The one with the hammer, he had a turban on. There's a symbol of one of the sand dunes on his chest. They all laughed. Just left me there. I just crawled away. I tried to get home. I had no help here. Looks around. I have no family. I was living in a common house. I lost the job. I can't pay my dues. I've been on the street for 2 weeks.
Well, these Dune folk, yes? I will see them paid their dues, yes? Do you know where they may be? More of them.
I did not go looking, but they stay around the poor district. The guards scare them in the other districts, I think. Never seen them anywhere else, but we don't get so many guards down here. I try to hide when I see them. I'm already hurt. I don't want to die.
Of course. You are wise. Do you know... Is there a place they go, yes? Or come from?
Just around here, but he kind of points down a stretch. That way, I hid about an hour ago. A couple of them passed through and headed in that direction.
Good. He kind of bears a toothy dagger grin again, and drops the other gold coin into the guy's pan. I shall hunt then. And pats him on the shoulder and heads off the way he pointed.
Blessings of Kolak upon you, and whoever your gods are.
Yeah.
This may yet see me through these times.
Azrigg just gives the nod and heads off.
And you head in that direction, and looking for that symbol. It does not take you too long, actually. As you're approaching, you see a couple of people chatting, and among them, you see a pair of men wearing crests with a dune on them.
Yeah. Azrigg sees this and starts heading directly towards them. How many did you say there were? Just
There are two. Yeah, there are two. They're talking amongst a few citizens that are just dressed in common clothes. Soth and Aragorn, how are you trying to find Azrigg?
He was supposed to... Oh, I'm sorry. I told him we are going to the poor district, so... I'm going to go to a poor district and ask around for a lizard guy.
So,
have you seen the lizard?
Whoever's asking, roll charisma.
Yeah, I'll
Or
fucking
negotiate.
Yeah, well, we'll both be asking, I guess.
Yeah, why not? One second, I just gotta read intimidating real quick. Intimidating creature.
Oh,
Fucking
it's,
Aragorn.
Dangerous.
it's probably not gonna
I
matter,
know
but
where
you
he
can.
is.
No, he
He
killed
just
it.
gave me 2 gold. He went that way.
Whatever.
So it's shortly after. Not far behind, actually, you see a very Aragorn and Soth. This is a little bit after, but Aragorn and Soth, you see a Vatagi, hoofed and horned, leaning up against the wall, looking disheveled but rather happy look on his face, and he's trying to get himself up, and he actually greets the two of you and blessings of Kolak upon you both this fine day, and he is trying to hobble up and move around.
You okay?
I was not, but I may be yet again. And he starts to move away. Attacked by men, but the kindness of a stranger does wonders.
What stranger is this? We are looking for a friend. A big lizard man.
Oh, one and the same. And he points, and he looks a bit concerned. Oh, he was looking for those with the Dunic crests. I pointed them out that way. There were a few that passed by some time ago. If you hurry, you may still catch him. You're not far behind.
When he mentions the Dunic crest, Aragorn will look over towards Soth and with a raised eyebrow, and then back to the old man. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Blessings of Kolak upon you both. And he slowly kind of hobbles his way past. And, Azrigg, you approach the two, and they look at you and look at each other, and the citizens kind of disperse a bit when they see you're kind of coming towards. I'm assuming you're
He's this big fucking
coming in broad-shouldered and looking.
Goddamn. He is 287 pounds, 7'1".
Mhm.
He's a fucking monster.
Yeah.
Yes, he kind of just clods on over to him.
You are the Dune ones, yes?
Who is it that asks?
I am Azrigg. You're the ones that hurt the Vatagi, yes?
Vatagi, and he looks at the other one. We only hurt demons in this city. What is it to you?
Yes. Attack me so I can break you.
And one of them kind of looks taken aback and looks at the other one. And they just actually both start to laugh. Why would we attack you, lizard man? I am not a fan of your people either, to be completely honest, but...
Yes. Because I am a supporter of your demons, yes?
No, I just do not like the look of you. You look like a monster. We have enough monsters that prowl these streets. I wish you for not to be here, but you appear to be a visitor, one who does have no bearing on this place.
Perhaps. I am new, yes? But you are weak. You could not hurt me if you tried, so go ahead, yes?
You wish to incite us to violence? For what cause, Blue Man?
So I can crack your skulls, yes? Yeah, but I won't kill you. Yes, I need information.
Can you believe this one? He speaks very brazenly. You could not kill us anyway. If you are so keen to fight me, lizard, why not just swing? Put your money where your mouth is, as they say.
Yes. Azrigg kind of steps up very close, kind of sniffing at the man a bit.
Yes. Should I then? Is that your invitation?
And one of them has his hand on a sword. He looks a bit less confident than the one you're speaking with. But the one you're speaking with, his eyes are just dead set on yours. He shows no fear. Call it an invitation, you freak.
Azrigg kind of tilts his head and then looks at the other one. And then just starts growling at him as he starts stepping towards him.
The scared one looks at the other one. Should we fight? Let him try us. And about this time, Arrogant and Sothie would be coming up on the scene.
Yeah, you see Aragorn quite menacingly stepping towards the other slightly scared-looking guy. He looks like he's trying to make them attack him, almost.
Aragorn will look over at Soth, surprise on his face, and, oh shit.
Technically, that is what it's called.
I think you're right. Perhaps we are too late?
You can charge in there. I will prepare something if you think.
And Aragorn starts to rush over there. My friend! My friend! He starts to shout out.
Azrigg kind of turns sharply. His face looks almost entirely bestial when he turns, and then it kind of softens when it sees you.
Aragorn, yes. Make these ones attack me. They don't listen.
As you're saying that, so Aragorn, you see it. Your head was turned. The scared one of the two actually draws steel and goes towards to stab at Azrigg as he turns his head.
Oh shit. If I cannot warn him, I'll just shout out, Blade! And point.
The guy's right behind him, right?
Yeah, roll a... I would definitely give you perception at a higher dice level, because he is moving quick.
Okay, cool. So perception, yeah?
Yep, perception, go 1 dice level up from what your usual perception is.
Alright, let me see. Oh, yeah, I can just edit it and then roll it, yeah?
Oh, you could just pick the big dice table
Oh,
and then...
okay, yeah, I see what you mean. Alright, yeah, let me see. Perception. It's butts! Let me see, dice table... Yeah, it's a D... Oh, no, it's not a D10. There it is, D10. It's a 5.
Okay. Where are my Dune boys?
It's party time.
It is.
Oh,
Alright. So that one is going to get to make a surprise attack against you because you were just momentarily distracted when Aragorn came running up. And we're going to switch to maps.
Dun dun dun!
yeah. Facing.
Facing! Everybody see it?
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Alright.
Yes, I can. I am so ready for this.
Time for a change in music.
Is this accurately set up right here, or?
That would be correct. They're very close.
Okay.
That ain't what we want. Is that? No. Let's do this one.
I feel you. Oh, there we go. I don't do
Okay.
defense for a surprise, do I?
I think he has to beat a 5, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you don't get to
This works
get to
perfectly. I mean,
defend.
this is exactly what Azrigg wanted. He wasn't necessarily planning to, like, dodge the attack all that much, more so, like, try and take a weak one, but...
So he's going to try to come at you, and Aragorn, you see the rasp of 2 blades actually come out. He pulls one blade out from his waist and the second one out from behind his back, and is wielding 2 knives, and tries to go in on Azrigg.
Knives, you say? They look nice.
You'll see in a second. So he does hit.
Let's see how this...
I'm just going to make it a quick attack, though, because he was just trying to get a jump on you, not enough time to put power into it.
7 times 2.
I've got 9 toughness. And armor.
Clink. Even with ×2, that doesn't get through. So you feel pressure as if someone's trying to stab into you from your side. And you hear clink. And
Yeah, there is...
you turn around and see a very afraid man.
Yeah, Aragorn,
with 2 daggers.
you see the biggest grin you've ever seen on Azrigg as his maw opens wide. You can see the serpentine tongue lolling out a bit as he turns to this man and prepares to just go in.
Oh man.
Everyone roll initiative.
Please.
He didn't even get through your scales.
He couldn't even get through the scales, let alone his armor.
Oh man.
Oh, yeah, just the ting as the blade like slides across the scales, not even like marking it. Oh my gosh, I love it. He has so much fucking toughness, it's ridiculous. Oh, my boy.
Man.
He was ready.
A beautiful boy.
He did try
Yikes.
provoking them, so he was
He was
winning.
ready
Yeah.
for it.
Ooh boy. Alright. Well, we're in regular initiative now, so you may proceed.
Now, with would he be able to like step up 1 to here, right, and then do attack?
Yeah, you're not disengaging.
Yeah, so he's gonna step up here, and that's just his move, right? Yeah, it's been a while.
Yep.
Cool. And then
It's not even your full movement, but yeah.
okay, yeah. So let me see. So I've got hack. So he's basically gonna take a step forward and go in with his tail to sweep both of them, essentially. Take a big whack of the tail at their legs. So both try to defend the same attack roll and get the same damage. basically.
So it's unarmed. It's a power attack, right?
Yep. Unarmed or even an axe, as long as the two enemies are side by side. When using miniatures, blah blah blah, they must be adjacent hex. Both try to defend the same attack. It doesn't say power attack. Oh, rage attack. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So he's going for a big one.
You good?
And I am definitely going to do my chi strike on this.
Do it.
Alright, so... Oh, yeah, it's on my sheet.
Yeah, roll to attack, and then we'll...
Unarmed attack.
Unarmed attack. It's a 9. Not that great. So they both get to defend. One way or another, I'm going to spend a d6 of stuff.
Damn.
So I only spent 4 chi.
So you swipe your tail at them, and as scared as he was, his reactions were quick enough to just kind of bend out of the way. The other one with his spear kind of spins on the spear and backs up, and you notice no small degree of skill from both of them, but the one with the spear looks at the one with the knives. You fool! Why would you do that? What else from Azrigg?
Oh yeah, because that's 2 of his actions, right? Actually,
It is.
I can rage attack for another one, right?
You have Frenzy.
Or frenzy, yeah.
Yeah, you could Frenzy. How many actions? You have 3 actions?
Oh,
for
that's right.
unarmed?
Yeah, 3 for unarmed, don't I? So I
You
get
could
frenzy
burn
for
one
one more,
frenzy.
right?
And power attack again, yeah.
Yeah, so I'll frenzy for one more, and do another cleave. This time, basically swinging his arm wide to go for both of them. Kind of with his claws more than anything. So let me do that. God, yeah, I forgot he has 3. Alright. Here we go. There, it's better. That's better.
Alright.
And
The
I'll use
claw
the chi
swipe.
strike on this one, too.
I got them both.
Oh, lovely. So it's going to be with chi strike. So I spent 4 more. So it'll be plus another d6, which I'll roll in just a second. Oh, and this is a damage with multipliers. So it's a 2 times multiplier,
Yeah.
right? Or do I just put 1?
If you click the damage unarmed, and then you can put, when the modifier pops up, you can put D6 exclamation point, and then when the power damage comes
well,
up, you
that's
put 2.
that's the damage.
Oh, okay.
I didn't multiply it.
Whoa!
Holy crap.
Oh my god! So that's without the d6. I'm sorry. That's
That's
the d6,
times 2.
which is 1. So that's
So
22
21 times
damage
2.
to both of them as he goes in with his arm.
No, it's 40.
Oh yeah, it's 40.
42.
God, it's 42.
42.
Holy
Wow.
fuck, Azrigg! Why? He's trying. Granted, he's trying to knock them out. I don't know if he got too into it or not.
I've got 40 hit points.
He did, actually. So describe how you maybe unintentionally ruin these men.
They die.
They're dead.
Oops. Yeah, so getting kind of overzealous in this thing, he meant to go in and basically just clank both of their heads. But as he brings his arm across in kind of like an arm bar, it goes along both of their necks. And as it strikes the first one and then into the second one through the neck, both of them, there's this loud popping sound. As they then both just fall and slump.
Oh boy. Let me check and see actually how. So, because they'd be at negative like 2, so they may not be dead immediately, but they're not liking life right now.
Oh my fucking god.
Yeah.
Okay, no, so they're not. Okay,
So they are unconscious.
GM fix it.
Okay.
So they are barely conscious,
Ah, yeah.
but they are definitely done.
Yeah, so... oh my god. Yeah, Azrigg looks down at both of them with that grin still on his face. The knives on the one, how nice are they? And they can't really move, right? They're pretty much down, right?
They can't move.
Yeah.
They just look like regular steel knives.
Yeah, he'll
They don't-
pocket both of those, kind of slide them on either side of his belt. And then he's going to grab each of them, He'll toss whatever weapon the other one had to Aragorn, and he's gonna take him to his house. He just tosses each one over his shoulder, and he's gonna take him back to his house.
Aragorn runs up and is about to draw his blade, and then notices him take them both out with one swipe. And then he stops, and then he looks around. Is there any more of these guys anywhere around in sight that see this happen, or?
A few townspeople cry out, screaming. You see several people in the area look around and look from some of these nearby stalls as Azrigg just knocks these two men unconscious. Two people run.
And then he turns back to Soth and says, 8 gold?
Yeah, Soph picks himself up. He was starting to draw a circle in the dirt, but quickly, kicks it, so no one can see it. It's like, we can talk about this later. Let's take him back.
We must go. Azrigg, we must leave quickly.
Yes. And they all saw this one attacked me, yes?
Come on, just let's go.
He heads after.
Yes.
We'll start heading towards his place.
See, are you just
He's got
one
one over
man
each
carrying
shoulder,
these
yeah.
bodies? Oh man, so you're a bit slower. You travel through the poor districts, a rather crowded place with 2 people on your shoulder.
These...
And head back to your home.
Oh no, these are the Dunic guys, right?
Yep.
They are.
The guys that the Vatagi were going to pay us for.
That is correct. So you move back to your
I
home.
love Azrigg.
You believe that? He did not even need us.
No, I know. We need a whistle.
Yeah,
So we can
you know,
call
I
it long
did
distance.
something similar yesterday. When is your time?
You are a summoner. Can you not summon Azrigg?
Oh, maybe if I make some sort of contract. I don't know.
Oh my.
Draw the circle in the sand and a couple of symbols, and boom, Azrigg, there he is.
Maybe you have a good idea.
So you bring this. You bring them back to your home in broad daylight, and you have them here. Are you bind? They're basically unconscious. Are you binding them?
No, he
We never bought rope.
he'll kind of bring them over into here, right? Or and kind of set them up in this corner over here, and doesn't bind them or anything.
Azrigg, my friend, I think we might be in trouble.
It is fine.
I think you killed them.
He kind of jostles the two of them, trying to get them to wake up.
And one of them coughs.
They have weak windpipes.
Yeah, we're gonna have to. Not dead. We can't really scalp them. Huh?
Why would you scalp them?
I was whispering.
Oh,
Azrigg, remember the people that you said you didn't want to work for before?
Yes. How did that go?
I think now we are working for them, whether we like it or not, because of what just happened.
I do not work for anyone I do not please to.
Okay, well, you just keep beating up these guys, and we'll take care of the rest, huh?
Well,
looks both of them over and tries to get the one that coughed to awake proper.
And this is the one who was more afraid. No, please.
Yes, do not worry. I won't kill you.
Oh, good. Oh,
But I
thank
will
you.
break things until you tell me what I want to know.
Please just knock me out again. Don't. What do you want?
There are more of you, yes? Where?
More of who? This city is full of people.
He reaches and kind of tugs and shoves the mark on his clothes up towards the guy's face.
This, the dune, yes?
What do you want with the Dunic Order? And he looks and sees Soth behind. I remember you. And he looks at Soth.
That one is not your concern. You tell me what I wish to know, yes? Where did your...
You consort with demons. That is what you want, lizard. You are a monster just like them. I'll do what's right.
Who?
Abdul, and he shakes. He motions his head towards the one that's still unconscious.
Azrigg kind of turns back to him.
Well, I do not care. Where do you meet, yes? Or do you live somewhere? You and your dune folk.
We are everywhere, lizard. In the sands, in the city. What? What could you possibly want to do? There's only 3 of you. The Dunic Order is infinite.
Well, Azrigg kind of turns to both of them.
Well, 2 is not enough. Perhaps more maybe will work. To sate my appetite, yes?
Oh, to sate mine. Sort of lower my voice, put on a little accent. Really go for the demonic look.
You are the one who stopped justice from being enacted. One day we will put you
Azrigg would
to the
reach
pole
out
and
and
burn
up to
you.
him and grab him by the neck. Squeeze a bit tight on the very sore part that he struck earlier.
You talk when I tell you to now, yes? Because I will enact justice. You spit on the Setharma's name. You torture innocents, they've done nothing. So you tell me, where can I find more of you? Who is your leader?
Our leader? In the city or in the dunes?
Both.
In exchange for my life, I tell you.
Yes.
You let me go.
Yes, I will.
He looks at the one who's knocked out and looks at the 3 of you. You will never be able to prove it anyway. He is a Falal. Falal Hassan.
And the one in the dunes,
And
yes?
in the dunes, you will never meet him. You will wish that you never did if you do.
Yes, but the name. We need a name.
Do you intend to oppose us?
Azrigg tilts his head.
I intend to see justice.
Then you should help us, lizard. The devil is over your shoulder, not in front of your face.
Mom, step back.
Who is the one in the dunes? I won't ask again.
He thinks for some time. Very well. There is one who has transcended all understanding. One who exists but does not exist. He is at one of our towers, or perhaps none of them. He chooses where he goes. He can show up anywhere, perhaps even here one day. You will know him as Azrigg of the Dunes. You will fear him one day. Perhaps tomorrow, perhaps next week, perhaps a year from now, or 10 or 20, but you will know him when you see him, and you will find fear. If something as hideous as you can feel it.
Did I know the name Azrigg?
You do not.
Well, for now, I'm not sure. We will see.
And he'll kind of lift the guy up over his shoulder again.
For now, I shall set you free, yes?
He takes both of them over his shoulders again and starts heading out.
Oh, shit. I wanted to whisper to Arrogant, like,
You can.
You've
This can
seen
be
me
going
before.
on.
yeah.
He's seen me before. He knows where we live. He's worth 4 gold. You know Azrigg intends to set him free, but maybe you can see to it. He does not cause any trouble.
Those are my
And I guess Azrigg picks both of them up.
Yeah, he has both over each shoulder again, and he goes to head out.
Azrigg, maybe we should interrogate the other one too, see if the information checks out, yeah?
Azrigg turns.
It does not need to. I have enough. I will get more if I
Eh,
need it.
Why not use this opportunity to get more?
Perhaps.
Leave it to me, I can interrogate this one.
He kind of looks him over.
You can set the other one free, I have no problem with that.
No. I will take them to the guards, yes. I will set them free into a cell.
What are you accusing them of?
He grins.
It attacked me.
He says that the Falal, one of the Falals, is a part of their order,
Yes.
and you believe that the legal system will keep them? That they will believe you over one of their own?
He grins.
I guess we will see, yes? But, think for a moment. If this one tells them that the Falal listens to them, yes? Do you think that will not get that one in trouble?
They won't out one of their own.
Aragorn's like leaning up against the wall still, and still has his hood on, and he's looking between them both as they're talking, and he says, Azrigg, I think Soth might... And then he stops mid-sentence. Someone's coming. And he looks towards the door and he says, back inside, Azrigg. And he pulls his blade out and backs to the wall.
Azrigg sees Aragorn do this and then kind of turns and takes both over his shoulder and heads for the doorway.
Jesus.
So as you're heading towards the doorway, coming down the steps into your lovely abode, I'll move you back one just so I can get them on here, is a guard of the city.
Yeah, Azrigg gives him a nod and sets the 2 men down next to him.
You are a guard, yes?
I am, and I come for you. Who are these men?
They are the Dunic, yes? They attacked me.
This is what we heard. He looks back, and there's a couple. You see at least 3 others in the street. They had a dispute in the market. We do not make many trips down here, Azrigg. The blue. He looks out and looks into the... Is there anyone else inside?
Yes. And my friends.
Come out! And he yells past you.
Azrigg kind of leans back.
Soth, Aragorn, come.
Aragorn puts his hand in his... puts his hand on his face and rubs it like, and he looks over at Soth and nods, and then he starts to walk towards the door.
How quickly am I able to get a summon off?
I think it's like 2 actions.
Pretty quickly. Actions are pretty fast. What are you going for here?
Yeah, I don't know what's gonna go down. All I know is that our boy just ratted us out carrying 2 unconscious bodies. I want to summon a Varg and have it stay in the room. And if I need it, I will call for...
I'll give it to you. I mean, if you're being quick about it, sure. Roll me the skill. Roll me the cast. Don't roll a 1. I'll do. Okay. Where are you keeping him at?
I'm keeping him, yeah. So I'm behind the wall here. So behind me,
Okay.
like right there.
Just push him in the well if you don't need.
Yeah, yeah.
And then
Alright.
I'll walk out.
Azrigg, as the other two start heading towards him, kind of turns back to the guard.
They saw as well, yes? I saw these two attack.
Aragorn will step out and he'll put his sword back in his sheath and yes, hello. Me. He stumbles for a minute. He says, "Yes, I witnessed the man attacked him with his blades. Tried to put a dagger in his back, and he's tough scales."
Yes, far too strong for weak daggers.
Azrigg
Yeah,
kind
the
of
guard
turns to the
looks-
guard. Yeah,
I took the daggers, if that is fine.
And the guard looks at Aragorn unamused and looks at Azrigg the same. And... My captain has requested you all come in for questioning. It is not an arrest, but this is a serious matter involving these types.
Yes.
Azrigg nods.
These two did mention their leaders, yes?
Not here. He holds a hand up. Not here. We go. Come.
Very good. Yes. Do you wish me to carry them?
And he looks at you. And... We have men for that.
Does this dude have any signs of the crest or anything anywhere on him? The guard.
Yeah, you're familiar with the insignia. He does appear to be wearing guard colors. They're not, they're not common in this district, as you've seen repeatedly. They don't really show up down here, but he's wearing the general gear of what you'd expect a guard to be wearing based on previous experience.
Like, I think you're talking about the crest of the Dune guys, or?
No, you're definitely not wearing that.
Oh, okay.
It is the colors and regency of the city of Doomdo, from what you can tell.
Now, is this a request to come with you, or is this an order?
For now, it is a request. If you refuse, then it is an order.
So it's an order, is what you're saying. Nah, let's not play word games here.
In no uncertain terms, Vitagi, yes, it is an order. Are you going to comply?
It's just you here. You got no one else.
No, he has more. Yes, we are coming. Thank you very much. Excuse me.
Fall in line. He looks kind of sidelong at Sov. It is just questioning. No official arrest at this time. Be thankful. You may not spend a night in a cell.
Azrigg nods.
Very good. I will do my best to answer your questions.
And he turns on heel and he looks at the house one more time. The slightest look of concern on his face as he sees some of the walls, but then exits the building.
Azrigg follows him out.
Azrigg. As they start to walk, Aragorn kind of whispers back to Azrigg. He's like, "Maybe do not tell them everything."
He tilts his head. And then kind of nods and just a bit. And heads along after the guard again.
All right.
I don't know. I guess the Varg's just gonna chill until it disappears in there.
Yeah, you can just desummon it basically. And all right. If there's any closing RP, I think we will end it there.
This entire time I've been whispering to Aragorn.
This is not good. This seems suspicious.
I believe that we will be thrown in prison.
Our friend here is causing quite a lot of trouble for us.
But he is a good fighter.
What is he going to start a prison fight?
Hopefully he's strong enough to break a hole in the wall and get us out of prison.
But he put us there in the first place.
And I'm serious about that spell. Maybe you should make it or something.
That is not something we can do in jail.
Summon Azrigg. Poof. It would be...
Yeah. I have control over my summons for the most part, so maybe that would be a good idea.
We're going to die in jail.
This is a terrible idea. We should fight them.
As you bicker silently between yourselves as you are escorted by the guards through the poor district streets, the scene fades to black.